And there we have it. Welcome to the channel. My name's Brian. If you're new to the channel, we are fully restoring the 67 Mustang. It began its life as a coupe, and in previous weeks, we've converted it from a coupe to a fastback, putting all the fastback metal on it. Then in week 2, we started with the brakes and the pedal assembly, which Mustang Steve delivered with some amazing pedal assembly and their brake kit. It was a great add to this project so far. In week 3, we're gonna focus on the drivetrain and getting this gal on, well, movable. I am super excited to open up this new 9-inch rear end in here, and that's going on that axle right there. Making sure we're clean inside here. Looks really good. Took a while to clean all that up, honestly. So I think we're good. We're gonna get some goodness going on here. Smushed down really good. Oh yeah, we got some good squeeze out. That's great. Next is we will use the supplied hardware to lock this down. I'm gonna modify those brackets real quick to accept the axles, and then we're gonna roll it in. All right, so now we have the Mustang Steve brackets here. So this is the right side. And so where I'm probably going to cut and make a mark is right in here. I'm gonna make a chunk out so I can slide it over this. Yes, the bearing will not be supported in a certain section, but the original brackets, let me show you those. These are the original clamps, and you can see they have a large gap to slide over as well to hold that bearing in. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a caliper, get this dimension here, transfer it to this bracket. I have made the cut. So what I did is I marked with my calipers at the bottom and at the top. And as I was cutting, I tried to aim for those. Now, I didn't get it quite right at the bottom, but that was okay because you just take your grinder and flush it out. Looks like it's good so far. A little tight, but that's good. That's what you want. Yeah, that's perfect. Right around that bearing. And I'm telling you, Mustang Steve makes some great brackets here. You go thick metal, not gonna bend on you. It's greatness. All right, so for this other side, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark it up based off of the little piece here that I have from the other side so that I get these centric as best I can. Not that it really matters, but your OCD may kick in if you don't. All right, so I got that marked up. Now we'll go ahead and put it in the vise and give it a cut. All right, we got this one cut. Let's see how she fits. Very nice, y'all. Oh yeah, baby. All right, so next, what you're gonna wanna do is, and you could do this before you install your axles, that's actually preferred. Somebody forgot, and so I'm gonna talk to that person, but it's okay. We're gonna get it. So, like the last video, just do a little dance with some drift pins. Let's go to the other side. All right, we have the centering ring around the axles on both sides, so now we're technically ready to bolt this thing in the car. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this positioned, get it on the lift, and get it under here. So we got everything bolted back. Let's go ahead and start getting this in position and lowering it down. Nice and tight. Let's get this other side tight. All right, she's in there, folks. So we have the brake brackets on. We have the rear end in. All right, so we have the rear calipers here and rotors. So how you know this is the passenger side is the port here will be going facing up and the input will be facing down. On the bottom of your caliper is where the input will be, and then the bleeder zert will be at the top. Harmonic balance puller. We have a fresh rebuild. No, well, so this was from a previous project. It was running out of a 67 Mustang and 67 Mustang convertible. It was a great running machine. I just didn't use it in that project. So what I'm gonna do is get this one running, put it in the car, maybe get us around a few passes around the block, but eventually I'm gonna sell this drivetrain to buy something else. So right now we are going to give this thing some cleaning. Put a new water pump on it, new harmonic balancer. One thing I'll note on harmonic balancers is that whenever you got rubber coming out of your harmonic balancer, it's all cracked, that's a bad sign. And that's a sign that you want to go ahead and replace it. So I did pick up a harmonic balance puller and a new harmonic balancer. We'll install all that. That is actually one of the last pieces you install right now. So let's go ahead and jump into this. All right, so I'm about to remove the harmonic balancer, and I just used an impact to remove the retaining bolt. But now we're gonna use a puller to get rid of, or well, to get rid of it, but to remove it. Let's get to it. Now let's get the cleaned up timing cover on this car and kind of seal it up. All right, so a couple of things we're gonna work on now is I'm gonna put the stud in here, and that'll help me locate the timing cover as I'm installing it. And then I'm going to drop the pan just a little bit so that I can get this repair gasket installed on there. So let me get to that. We got a new harmonic balancer. It is a 28 ounce internally balanced, and it's already pre-lubed on there, and I've already lubed this in here, so I just got to align the key and get a mallet and just kind of tap that in a little bit more, and then we can get this driven on, and this kind of centers the whole setup. Then we'll tighten up everything. Alright, so we have some mix match paint bolts. I'll show you what I'm going to do on that later on. But right now, I wanted to just say that we have this thing at least sealed off enough where I can start getting the rest of it installed. All right, I'm about to take all the rags out. I did clean it up. I did put some lacquer thinner and cleaned up all of the areas. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put the install the gasket, and I'm going to show you a little bit. I'll just put some guide studs in there, and really simple, but I'll show you how I do that. Now we're going to wash the intake, dry it out, make sure all of the passages are clean. All right, so what I use is I just get some hex heads and I cut off, and then I just cut in a groove there. That way you can just screw it down into the intake and just kind of use that as a guide pin. Really easy way to get it all lined up. All right, that puts a wrap up on this video. We are ready to do some drivetrain. So be sure to like and subscribe, and let's get to it.